I've been developing the hypothesis for some time that Dorset in the 4th and 5th century, maybe longer, maintained its culture, its Proto-Welsh speaking culture, longer than other parts of southern England. The reason for that is the place names here. By exploration and desktoping and looking at old English charters, I've worked out that the orchards, villages, east and west, were originally called Archet, which is Proto-Welsh for by the wood. Fontmell Magna, Fontmell is not English, it's Proto-Welsh. Ewan, Ewan Minster and Ewan Courtney, and the river Ewan word, Ewan is not an English word, it's Proto-Welsh. Pimpern is ambiguous, it could be, it might or might not. Pentridge, the pen part of it is definitely Proto-Welsh for hill, and the Tridge part could well mean bore in Proto-Welsh, but then again it might not be. There's also Sixpenny Handley, the pen part again, Welsh for hill. So there's an awful lot here that maintains its Welsh culture, its Proto-Welsh speaking culture, and that might have been because of the way it was defended in this dark period. It was under attack. The west of Britain was under attack. Well, the whole of Britain was under attack from the Scoti, the Picts, the Irish, and the Saxons. And one of those defences is a ditch and bank called Bokerly Dyke, which I'd like to show you in this video. My sodding drone has just flown away. As soon as it left the ground, it headed east, headed west, a flight for freedom. I swear to you, it gave a little giggle, shrugged its shoulders, did a victory roll, and then scarpered the sodding thing. There's me pressing return to home, return to home. Anyway, it's what's known as a flyaway, and there is just, oh my god. Anyway, so I made the mistake of taking the SD card out of this camera, full of my holiday snaps, and beautiful B-roll for this video, and it flew off with it, which means you're going to get a bog standard walk around Dorset, Hampshire and Wiltshire, because we are at the point where these three counties collide. It says on the app, find my drone, and I followed it, went way out of my, way off course to go and find it. It is broken. It's I need to buy a new one, but at least I got my B-roll back, my SD card. So that's the second time a drone has flown away from me. Fortunately this time, the last time it flew away from me up a cliff and landed on a ledge, and I got the footage of it. Anyway, but it might be serendipity
it might have brought me here, because at the end over there is the end of a cursus, and a cursus basically means, well, it's the shape of a cursor that you see on your computer screen, and it basically means circuit, something like that. It's Latin, but you might be able to see over there a long barrow, and there are other long barrows near to it, so it's at the end of it. And then at the end of, so this area, Dorset, is completely covered in prehistoric monuments. So, you know, throw a stone and you'll find a prehistoric monument. So we've got a Neolithic long barrow right next to what's over there. I don't know whether you can see it. That's the Bokerly Dyke. And anyway, now we're going to go to a Roman road. So I'm on the Squeaking Dyke. Let me show you. The Squeaking Dyke is a Roman road, and the name isn't Roman, it's definitely English. There's places around here, that direction, that are called Oakley. And my theory, I'm not an academic, my theory that Hackling means sons of the oak. The road has obviously been excavated, and it's a fine example of Roman road. It's bloody enormous, straight as a die from Old Sarum down to Blandford, I don't know. And but it goes through Bokerly Dyke, which is a 5th century, probably, well, at least post-Roman, probably is 5th century, maybe. And it's meant to keep the invaders, whichever bunch it was, maybe all of them. So at that time, the Irish, the Scots, the Picts, the Anglo-Saxons, they were all giving the Christian, sub-Roman, British, Proto-Welsh speaking people a bit of a kicking. But as I've described in previous videos, this landscape is full of Proto-Welsh names. The Anglo-Saxons came along in other parts, those parts of England that were easy to conquer, they named places after themselves. They used the new language, not just after themselves, after those particular leaders. So if you come from Codringham, your ancestors, the people who lived there, your forebearers, were the followers of Codda. Ing means sons or followers of. If you come from, loads of places with Ing, but I can't remember any of them now. But they named the places after themselves. We settle in a place, this is my land, this is my village. further west, beyond this dyke presented opposition to the west, to the east, sorry. And I think, I'm not alone, that it provided the chance for something of the Proto-Welsh speaking people's culture to survive. It took a couple of hundred years for the Anglo-Saxons to win this land in its entirety. So there was some stiff resistance.